Pahalgam terror attack investigation to the NIA. Intelligence agencies have identified 14 active terrorists in the valley. 8 from Lashkar-e-Taiba, 3 from Jaish-e-Mohammed, Hizbul Mujahideen and their proxy terror outfits. Remember that as more and more details come in, agencies believe that there were primarily the foreign terrorists, Pakistan terrorists, but there was also a local support of local active terrorists. One of them, the agencies believe, is Adil Thokar, now the prime suspect with regard to a local active terrorist. Armed with assault rifles like AK-47 and M4, they snatched mobile phones off the civilians and managed to trek about 30 minutes from Kokernag to Baisaran. This is to help you understand that the surrounding areas full of forests and jungles, and then this meadow comes in. The attack clearly was well planned. Possibly they had already done recce's. They knew this is where the security forces are not deployed in this meadow area, and it has a zip line that they can choose in on. And as the security forces are closing in, the manhunt has been on. Remember, we may be going to sleep at night. The armed forces are in those jungles hunting for these terrorists who carried out the Pahalgam massacre. Let me tell you something about Adil Thokar. He joined the Hizbul Mujahideen in 2018, received combat training in Pakistan. Agencies believe he went to Pakistan legally, misused the kindness that India gives for that foot movement at the Atari-Wagah border. That is when he switched from one terror outfit to another, returns to Kashmir. Now he's a trained terrorist, aiding Pakistan terrorists with logistics, shelter, infiltration routes. And that is why, remember, while more and more Kashmiris have come forth to speak against Pakistan, to welcome normalcy, to bring peace and transformation in Kashmir Valley, there is sadly such local active terrorists as well who continue to ruin their own Kashmir. So you're looking at the details. Remember, more and more dossiers that are being checked, eyewitness accounts, survivor accounts, local accounts as well, on what exactly happened, because this was one area. We can call it negligence of the government, we can call it a security lapse, which of course it was, but to also understand, was this a chance that the government was taking to not have security in every area because the tourism was increasing, because the situation was normalizing? As questions are rightly being raised to the government of how and why did this incident happen, it's also a reminder that we let a guard down even a little bit when it comes to our border areas, and this massacre by Pakistan will take place. India has ramped up diplomatic efforts as well. It has taken up decisions. But as we take you through the details, look at the meadow on your screen. These are artificial intelligence generated images. It will help you understand that this beautiful meadow, peace, tranquility, a perfect spot for vacation. And perhaps that's where a belief that tourists will not be targeted. Also, Pakistan has proven that it's a friend neither of the Kashmiris and definitely not a friend of the Indian nation. 7 days have passed now almost since that Pahalgam terror attack. India has ramped up diplomatic efforts to dismantle terror nexus. Also remember at this point, reaffirming commitment to national security. All eyes will be on Prime Minister Modi. He's condemned the attack and he's also assured people that justice will be served. Remember, there's understandable anger and distress among all Indians. Prime Minister has warned that the backers of terrorism, supporters of terrorism are growing desperate. They vowed harshest punishment for those responsible. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, along with the CDS General Anil Chauhan, held a security-level meeting. This was yesterday evening, and now there is going to be a meeting between Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Prime Minister Modi. A lot of outrage triggered nationwide, worldwide, as well as the Indian diaspora is protesting. It's a reminder that the country is in mourning and we cannot have Pakistan get away. Mir Farid joins me from Srinagar. Farid, good morning. What is the latest that you hear from on the ground?
Well, yes, Pooja, as Kamaljeet and Gaurav explained in detail the kind of operations that are happening, the difficulties. Now, what my sources tell me, and I also spoke to some local trekkers who take expeditions of trekkers, professional people who have seen or know this area like the back of their hand, say that it is very difficult if you want to move right up to right to reach Kokernag. It will take you a lot of time. Will take you a lot of time, and in fact, that is something that is surprising one and all. And so the security agencies say that they are on it, but obviously it seems that it will take a lot of time before they get success because the reaction times that lost in this operation. If you remember, when it happened, at least for 1 hours, the security was to reach, launch its effective operation, and it seems that that window that was lost, that they used to slip away from the area, and then they had their escape plan. It was a well-retrieved operation, and then they also knew how to escape. So there are so many theories that are coming in, but the security agencies are sure that they are in the area. They could be hiding somewhere, or they could be in the forest area. They may
Yes.
have slipped right and left, but they wouldn't be allowed to escape, and that's why operations are happening in multiple areas simultaneously.